What's going on? Back plugged in again with your boy the Prophet. And so today, man, we're gonna be going over my tier list. Alright, man, so we're gonna be breaking this down. This is gonna be the 1,000-year Blood War and manga. So excuse me, the 1,000-year Blood War characters as well as the Camp Fear and War characters. PVE only tier list. Shout out to the big dog Spiteful Hopes for the template. And shout out to the homie Soldex as well, because we will be using the BBS simulator and the website as well. So yeah, we're about to get into all that. We're about to get it popping. Hope you guys enjoy the content. Let's get it lit. Drop shit.
I'm going all in. I'm going all in. I'm going all in. I'm going all in. I got nothing to lose. Yeah, nothing to lose. I'm going all in. I'm going all in. I'm going all in. I'm going all in.
I got nothing to lose, but still making the profit.
Back plugged in again. All right, you guys. So you guys already see my tier list here. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain why I have who, where I have them, and why. So I should need to reference Braves the BBS simulator too many times, but that is most definitely here if I need to. So I'm doing it this way to be more concise instead of sliding everybody. So we'll just go into it, and I'll just kind of set this because I actually had to switch this around so it's less confusing for you guys. So the person that's closer to the bar, the person that's closer to the text is the best of that column, essentially. So when you go over, you're going worst. So you go from best to worst. We'll start from bottom to the top. And I guess starting first, tier D, you have Baja. And this is only PVE, guys. Only PVE. So we're not impacting PvP whatsoever. So he's, of course, a great PvP unit, not PvE. His killer is bad. His first strong attack is very bad. It's almost as bad as Zomari's with Frenzy. His second strong attack is good. His third is okay, but it's not full screen. His transformation mechanic is great. That's really the thing that saves him the most. And obviously the enhanced magnifications. Even with the enhanced magnifications, he still doesn't have flurry. I mean frenzy, excuse me. So little girl Yachiru, the best part about her is her link. She's a 14 recharge link. She has a spotted killer. Her kit actually isn't bad. Like, her first strong attack is good. Her second strong attack is very bad, like Quincy Ichigo's second strong attack, and her third is full screen. But yeah, her killer is what kills her, and not having frenzy, of course. So getting into C tier, we got Can't Free Your Own World Grimjow. Deciding between him and Aizen is kind of tough, like, but we'll just go with him first. Strong attack damage link. He does have a better first strong attack than Aizen, in my opinion. I think his second is better as well. And Aizen wins a charge attack battle. I would say this Grimjow has a better killer though. So he's a better killer, lacerate, you know, and there's no just goofy stuff with the charge. Like, you're not going to be ever charging this attack more than 3 seconds, you know, whereas Aizen, you might want to try it every here or there, and it's going to lose time and or DPS. So Grimjow over Aizen. This Aizen, man, is probably like, if I was just rating it above like potential, he would be down there with Yachiru and you watch as big as disappointments. As far as his, and I'll let you guys know, man, stats aren't really the biggest factor, right? We should all kind of know that stats are very good because of power creep, but K-Lab wants us to think that stats make for a good character. Your kit makes for a good character, your killer, your link, and any other intangibles that you have, stats and skill wise. So anyways, Aizen's first is very bad. His second, Crawling Vortex. The Crawling Vortex is okay, but his third is okay if you only charge it once. 900 magnification on this Aizen, but his kit is just bad. He is very, 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 very slow. All of his moves are very, very, very narrow. Zomari was almost over Ryzen. If Zomari would have had a better killer, he would be over Ryzen. I'm not lying to y'all. Zomari's speed makes him intangible, no matter what. He's intangible. He's intangible. So, you know, his first is one of the worst, historically worst frenzy strong attacks in the game. His second is his kind of saving grace that gives him a little bit of utility, which is a 20 hit attraction vortex, which it starts off melee collision, and then the projectiles are range collision. So that's where the huge inconsistencies with his damage comes. But yeah, Zomari is what he is. This Byakuya, y'all, like, do y'all realize that manga Byakuya has Havoc, bro? Like, this character has Havoc. Yeah, man, he has Havoc, bro. If it ever comes to the point where they... Oh, it's going to be loud now. If it's ever come to the point where they resurrect manga characters, this dude is going to be a beast, because I'm sure they're going to give him Frenzy. But he has 20% Havoc, bro, as well as Bombardment, as well as weakened defense. So all of his collisions are very good, especially for being range attacks. I mean, everything is just very, very good. You can see his radius. His third is 100 or 1200 radius. Everything is essentially 20% more than what it would have been otherwise. So, boom, Manga Byakuya was a great character, man. If he would have had Frenzy, he would be very, very good. Very, very good. He would be A tier at least. Kenny is the worst in C tier because he doesn't have any kind of, he don't have long stride without flash step, or he doesn't have any additional flash steps. Not having any movement is so debilitating in this game. Like, you're either just holding the button, walking forward like a 5-star character, or you're like flash stepping once. Like, it's just not the wave, okay? Bankin, the utility he has comes with the fact that he transforms after he uses the soul bomb. So, you know, you get your essentially all of your strong attacks refill. So even though he's a strong attack damage character, at the time where he uses his special, he can pump out massive, insane numbers of damage. So no flash step absolutely crippled him. As far as PVE clearing content, I guess I'll start over and then work my way up. I guess I'll do it like that. So Kisuke had the worst kit of anybody in B tier. Of anybody, Kisuke has the worst kit of anybody B tier and above, like by far. His first strong attack, I agree with what Spike said. I wish it was a lunge. That would have made him really, really good. His third is amazing, but his first and second just split up the damage and don't have a lot of range combined with them. We are very lacking tech hollow killer, so it's a shame he wasn't better. Bankai Rukia, the biggest, most jarring concern about her is her second strong attack. You can't cancel out of it, and not only can you not cancel out of it, but you can be hit. You can actually take damage while doing it. It has negative immunity frames. So before the days of resetting in guild quests and stuff like that, she has actually gotten a bit better with the resetting meta, just to kind of put that out there. But really, her first is good. Her third's great. Her transformation's good. Boom. Sajin, the best part about him, that when he uses his soul bomb, he gets that enhanced magnification on his last hit and enhanced reach. He's kind of squishy. He does a lot of damage, and he doesn't really have anything to keep him safe. Chushika Ichigo, he has a moving vortex. His first strong attack pushes enemies away, and his third is a very quick to activate full screen strong attack. He has a spotter killer, which is better than, well, I guess really it's not the best. It's not a good. That's kind of why he's in B tier, not A tier. But he has a good kit. Flurry, before Soifon, he was the highest hitting character in the game as far as normal attack goes. Bankai Yoda, or excuse me, Manga Yodoichi. her biggest drawback is actually kind of in her kit. Her first strong attack is a lunge, and her second is a lunge, quote unquote. But the hitbox on her first is kind of lacking. It's not that the hit potency is bad, but the range is very flat. Like the range falls very flat. It only goes a little bit ahead of her, and you have to be almost on top of the wave to maximize that first strong attack of hers. When she transforms, her strong attacks do get better though, for sure. And that's the crazy part of her, as well as her NAD. So Yami, the reason he's in A tier and not S tier, it's his normal attack string is hot and cold. Like it's a 3-hit NAD string, which means you get the highest magnification attack, which is the third. You get that faster, but like at the same amount of time, characters like you can. It's just weird using him. Like his strong attacks aren't going to break very much guard at all. Like, you know, so he's at the end of the day just going to be wailing on people. You know what I'm saying? He's still very good for clearing content. Hollow killer, that's why he's A rank, you know, and not B tier like the other flurry characters. Nelliel was almost on the cusp of being A rank. Her NAD is just so unique. She has weakening on everything. She does have a recharge link, which does work out better for PVE. So, you know, she was pretty close to S tier. Weakening on everything, a Ronkar killer. And the crazy part about this Nelliel is that her Ronkars do not have melee guard. They do not. I don't think there's one Ronkar in the game, mob-wise, that has a melee guard. So she can literally just like she's just chewing through everything as far as normal attack goes. Yeah, I mean her kit lends itself to make her a fast clearing, you know, Ronkar killer. But yeah, moving on to our next power Ronkar killer, Bankai Renji. Yo, just take a look. And I hate like the BBS simulator. Like it's totally meant to be like the screen's meant to be stretched out a bit more, so things don't look perfectly, you know, symmetrical as Soldex intended them. Like the screen's supposed to be flatter out and the layout will actually change. But I just want to keep changing it to keep going from screen to screen. 1 second, you guys. Alright. So this man has Havoc with a charged strong attack. His first is insane. His second is insane. The Havoc really makes his second pop off. He does have Bruiser, so of course that's great. So his first 570 radius, 120 mag. His second 720 radius, and he kind of dashes forward. Like his second is amazing. His third, no, bro, it says that the radius is 2000. Oh no, that's a soul bomb. I was like, what? Okay. Alright, so the radius is 1080. So, but damn, bro, like 20% Havoc, bro, that makes his third full screen plus when it's charged. So he is essentially the only character with a full screen charge attack. Bam, this character is great. Manga Kyoraku had Captain Juice. He got the juice, man. He almost, like, I had to split up A tier and S tier and do this insane tier. I really want to name this God tier. So that's essentially, that's God tier. So I had to separate these two because there had to be a clear indignation that this character is top tier. He is insane, bro. Captain Kyoraku, he has Havoc. His full screen is 1200 radius, bro. Him and Shinji have the most radius of a charge attack of any attack in the game. Okay, so 1200 radius third strong attack. His first strong attack is absolutely insane. Very great dash. The only issue is it goes a little too far sometimes. But if you actually block yourself off, the shadow actually casts itself forward to where if you're ever impeded, the shadow does the full amount of damage. His second strong attack is a 180 mag, which combined with Havoc is absolutely insane. Can do crushingly devastating numbers in co-op or anything where there's like bosses that just tank those hits. Yachiru Unohana, I gotta kind of speed up because I'm getting close to the 15-ish minute mark and I don't want to go on for forever. Unohana Yachiru, for just clearing content, she is probably, if she had a PVE killer, she'd be god tier. Her heal, her first strong attack, and her third strong attack are absolutely amazing. Like the animations that she has for her heal, a dashing, moving forward AoE attack is insane. Her first is insane. Her reach is insane. The fact that she has insta-kill and she heals on her super is insane as well. That's the instant boss kill sometimes, you know, to completely add and buffer her PvE prowess out. I would say Noitora is like, man, it is nitpicking technically, but technically I think Noitora should be S tier, maybe after Soyphone, but I didn't really want to clutter up S tier. The thing about this character is that he's built really for PvE. I mean for PvP. So he doesn't have that reach, man. And if you're manually playing this character, you're literally going to be using your normal attack to several. If there are 3 enemies, you're going to have to, you know, you're going to have to hit them all like individually. You know what I'm saying? It just takes away from the time. If you just want to go with his stats and skills, then he is the last one in S rank for PvE clearing. He's going to clear content fast because of his high defense, and his start barrier is going to give him an advantage at the beginning. But Unohana can auto stuff and clear, you know, the upper echelon content of the game. Hello, can you drop? She can clear the upper echelon content of the game with less OP builds. So it's really close between them. I will move on from Noitora. You can say he's S tier or God tier, however you feel. You can't really go wrong with him. He's great at autoing mainly. But as far as manual play, it's good. Okay, so Soyphone, I'll speed up a little bit, even though we're one of the best characters. So Soyphone has 4 flash steps. She has what, 767 SP or 767 attack, if I'm not mistaken. Just let me take a quick look. Yeah, yep, 767. So 767 attack. As I repeat, no Aran cards have melee guard, bro. So she just dipping. Should, like, bro, popping that Shunko. Then if she's in like another kind of raid that has more than Aran cards, her second is a moving vortex as well as enhanced magnification to all of her attacks, including her normal attack string. So her clear time, I cleared a quest with her in like 40 seconds, bro. Raid with 40 seconds. All Aran cards. So, okay. True Bankai Ichigo, he has 2 of the best resistances in the game. At this point, at God tier, resistances are going to play a huge factor, as well as your overall kit, your killer, and everything else. He has paralysis immunity and weaken immunity. The reason that he isn't as high as Tosh is because I believe the infinite boost playstyle isn't as good as the just straight, you know, 800 mag second strong attack versus the transformation. Like with him, after you use your second, you're going to be spamming your first, your normal attack, and then your third. So even though he gets those enhanced magnifications after he transforms, which is God tier, you can't use his second as much because it has a longer cooldown. So that's essentially the only reason he's not over Tosh. Tosh and Yamamoto and Hikone all have similar kits. They'll have a lunging first strong attack. They'll have a 800 radius second strong attack with melee collision and a full screen third strong attack. So Shiro has less stats than them, but he has debilitating freeze and weakened defense on his special. So Yamamoto, I think Tosh probably has a better first, but Yamamoto's first is still amazing. He has that same 180 or that same 800 radius magnification second, which Hikone, Yamamoto, and Toshiro all have forward range, back range, and side range on their second strong attack, and their first and their third, which makes him incredible for clearing content. The main reason that Yamamoto, I would say, is over Toshiro is because he has fire and freeze immunity, and he has bruiser. Even though Toshiro's Nag string is way better, way faster, hits, more people. But Hikone, long stride, the best supremely built character that we've had aside from TLA Soifone. Long stride. His first, I would say, like Toshiro or Chubankai Ichigo have a better first strong attack, because his goes like side and then side rather than just like straight up dash and everyone around gets hit. You don't lose anything from either side essentially. But his second, same thing, weaken on everything and paralysis resistance. In my personal opinion, I think that K-Lab favors Camp Fear Own World over manga, with the fact of we've had 2 Camp Fear Own World rounds and we've had 2 long stride characters, Zone God of course included, 2 long stride characters, and now the best PvP character hands down by far to date is a manga character, a novel character. We've got better killers with the novel characters as well. So that's just my personal opinion. Don't forget to weigh in and let me know if you guys have a tier list. Shout out to the God, to the dog, to the OG Spiteful Hopes, and to the homie Soldex. Everything will be linked in the description as well. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Prophet Nation, I love y'all. I'm out this mother.